Greetings, fellow Kingsters. I'm hot wife and erotic author Juliet Adelaide here with just a little New Year's greeting, a little late, so to speak. So just let you know what's going on in my life and where my writing is. My blog has been slacking a little bit, so I apologize for that. I do have a website up at www.mrssexybook.com where you can find all of my social media links, links to my naughty books and purchase links and excerpts and all of that, as well as my blog. I used to write a blog, well, I still do write a blog that's very naughty about recent dates of mine. However, I did have carpal tunnel wrist surgery in late November, and I'm for some reason having a hard time recovering from that, so I'm still not able to type fully. So I'll try to get back soon to that. My other goals for this year is to get my original witty, erotic, true story, Mrs. Sexy, out on audiobook. So look for that hopefully this year, as well as trying to dip my hand in maybe writing a pilot or a script or something, see if we can get it a little bit boost into the screenwriting process and see if I can make anything out of that. Those are just kind of dream goals for this year. A little difficult when I can't type. So I thank you all for that support me and I've had a few people asking me why I haven't been writing much on my blog. So I do apologize for that, but it will come here shortly. Hopefully in the next few weeks I'll be feeling better and up to writing again. So thanks for all the well wishes that I got. I do have an Instagram account, which is Mrs. Sexy Juliet. And then I do have Twitter, Mrs. Sexy Book, Mrs. Sexy Facebook page, MeWe, and OnlyFans for you foot lovers out there. I have a foot fetish OnlyFans page, so feel free to take a look around my website. All the information of the things I have is there. But yeah, do check out my books. I did write them as I went along. It's sort of a detailed journal of my journey from monogamy to polyamory and becoming a hot wife. When we opened up our marriage some years ago, one of the first guys I dated wrote me an email and he said, "Oh, thanks, good night, Miss Sexy." And then I got another email back a few minutes later and he's like, "Oh, I forgot you're married, Mrs. Sexy." So that kind of stuck. So he helped with the books and all of the processes, my website and everything like that. So they detail everything from the drama at home, things that we had to deal with, coping with jealousy and polyamory, love, romance. There's a lot of humor because a lot of ridiculous things happened to me the first year I was learning and expressing my sensuality and my sexuality. I was learning a lot of things. So I had been with my husband and I have always been a very kinky couple, but we had never played with other people. So that's the details about, but there are very erotic entries in there. The dates that I did have, I detailed erotically, and all the little snippet details are in there, as well as scenarios I used to write to lovers. It's kind of an original story. It's definitely an original story because it is my story. So I would appreciate anybody supporting my books. There are 3 of them. Mrs. Sexy was my first original book. Mrs. Sexy Under the Influence is my second book, and that kind of continued on my journey and the relationships that I had that perhaps got a little too close to some people and played around with some others. So the third book in the series is Mrs. Sexy. It's complicated, and that is just kind of a wind-up summary and kind of a little bit more drama that I went through in my first year. I'll document my first year as becoming a hot wife. So I do also have a 4th book that I do have with a publishing company, and that is The Secret Life of a Hot Wife. This is based on true events, but it's not exactly true, but it does have a lot. It's almost like a guidebook for hot wives because it does have a lot of ways to do things. And I have friends that ask me, how'd you get into this? What does it involve? What does it entail? Also is a kind of a good help for a lot of men because it tells you, kind of gets you into the brain of females and thinks, what do they like? What do they not like? What are they thinking in these types of scenarios? So do check it out. All of the books are available on Amazon and Google Play Books, and The Secret Life of a Hot Wife is also available at Walmart.com and BarnesandNoble.com. As you see, I have a YouTube channel as well. I do a lot of smoking videos and readings, live readings. I'm getting back, hopefully, on stage to do some live readings this year. I have some things scheduled for February and March, so look for those upcoming. Just thank you all for the support. I appreciate it. I get a lot of nice comments and followers that follow me on different social media. And I never thought, I'm 49 years old, so I never thought at 49 that I would be having followers and such. So that's kind of been a real fun part of this journey as well. So I appreciate it very much. But yeah, just check out my books, check out my writing. If you're not into all that, follow me on my social media. It's always a little fun ride there. So again, thank you very much. And I appreciate everybody's well wishes for my post-surgery and kind of the rough ending I had to 2021. So let's hope 2022 is going to be a good one for us all. And I hope you have a very sexy year.